Come on in. What are we hunting tonight? Why don't you just decloak and have a seat right over there? That's right, right over there. Why? Well, because this is Predator and Prey. Which are you? I'm Chris Hansen.
Yes, welcome back to another episode of Predator and Prey, the HOTU podcast. I am one of your hosts, Justin the Owl, representing both the HOTU Clan and the OWLF. And I'm joined by my co-host, the High Priest of Khonshu, and fellow member of the HOTU Clan, Rey. How are you, Rey?
Yeah, good, Justin. How are you? I'm not
Good.
sure. I think there's a bit of a lag, maybe not. The videos, anyway. Do they work okay on your end?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, I think, but
Okay,
maybe it'll
cool.
catch up to us here.
Anyway, good, all good. Very excited to come back here. We are one HOTU Clan member less, though, which is a bit of a shame.
Yes, Rasucha is on a sabbatical as we speak.
Yes.
He is doing some other things hunting some other prey as we speak.
Yes, I like to think he's on the preserve, Justin.
Yes, I love that, Rey. Yeah.
He's there hunting the likes of Lawrence Fishburne and Adrian Brody, and he's having a ball. So
Yes.
I
love that.
Of course, we'll miss you, Russell, whilst you're away, but hopefully we'll have you back. When you're ready to rumble.
Yes. When he's got
Justin,
his set of trophies, his skulls and spines polished off and ready.
Exactly. I mean, they don't polish themselves, Justin.
That's right. It's a lot of work.
That xenomorph head is pretty detailed.
That's right. Yes, that's an all-day affair trying to clean that up.
That is exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's great to be back here, Justin. What has been happening lately on your end? I know you mentioned it was a bit cold and gamey over there. Cold war-y, sorry, I should say.
A little bit of a cold war going outside with the weather. It's icy and cold and snowy again. We thought that we were done with winter, but it had to have the last word on us. So we're dealing with that, but it's okay.
Okay. It's okay. It's been okay here as
yeah. Things are going good for you.
Yeah, they've been good. They've been good. Life's been good. I forgot to mention, we were talking before we started recording, listeners, and I forgot to mention, Justin. I popped into work as well with Millie.
Oh, nice.
Just to bring the little daughter in and show the colleagues. So that was fun.
Oh, nice. Everybody ran right over.
Yeah, no, she was good. My team, who were largely made up of the fairer sex, were very happy to see Millie, and they all wanted to carry her and give her a cuddle. So that was fun.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
But yeah, life's been good. Look, no killings, Justin. No stringing ups, anything like that. But
well, there's always the future for that.
Yeah, exactly. It's early in the year, so let's hope we.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like we have been covering, right? Justin, a lot of fresh wounds, right? Which has
Yes,
been
but
so good.
yes, it's been fun talking about the new comics, especially the ones with Ed Brisson, which I love. I love all
Yeah.
the ones with Theta so much. But today we're going back in time. We're
Mm,
going back to some old scars from the Dark Horse years. We're returning to the Dark Horse Omnibus that came out. Was it? I think it was last year that this omnibus originally came out, wasn't
oh
it, Ray?
gosh.
I
I think
think,
so.
or
I
maybe
think
it was a
last
little
year
bit
or
older.
maybe the year
Yeah,
before. I don't remember.
yeah,
It was quite recent, you know.
yeah. It's fairly recent,
And I
but
think we're getting a second omnibus as well, I
we
believe.
are.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we might have mentioned that on the show previously, but maybe not in any great detail. And also,
Mm.
we should mention there's a bit of controversy about that on new omnibus that's coming out, Ray.
Oh, well, how so?
And rightfully so too. It's actually something that I wanted to comment on because they've edited out some of the stories. They've edited out some of the content due
Right.
to inflammatory.
Ah.
Oh, we have a comment here from Adolfo.
Hey,
It came
Adolfo.
out when Prey came out. The movie Prey. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
remember when
thank
the
you.
omnibus came out. But yeah, there's going to be some stuff omitted from this next omnibus because of kind of inflammatory language contained within and references to
Right.
certain things which may offend or upset people. Which I I'm of the mindset that it should be kept in, even if it's going to offend people, because I don't like chopping out things and editing and censoring things. I think that it should remain as it is,
Yep.
regardless of the time period that it came from, and it should be taken at face value.
Yeah,
But
I believe I wholeheartedly agree as well, Justin. I think you know, it's a point in time when it was written and done and what have you. I don't know, without sounding too preachy and stuff, all that stuff shouldn't be just swept under the rug. We should just recognize for what it is and when it was. And
yeah,
okay, we know that it uh, may or may not be offensive to people these days, but this is what it was. You know, if we
mhm,
start censoring everything to fit into our standards today, then you know we're going to lose a lot of. I think I don't know how to explain it, just in texture to
mm,
our history and to our
I agree.
culture.
I
Um,
agree.
so for good and bad, you know,
Mhm,
we should keep it in. I mean, because then,
yeah,
like, look, talking a bit crazy now, but if we're going to censor all the bad stuff, why don't we then start censoring everything else? Like everything else that's a
right.
positive. You know, that's not
Yeah,
correct today as well. I mean, where do you
right.
stop it? You know, why does
Exactly.
it have to just be the
Could you
yeah,
imagine the movie Blazing Saddles if they tried to censor that today and tried to edit
yeah,
that? I mean, it would be unwatchable. Like, you wouldn't be able to watch it. It would be, and it
yeah,
would lose completely all of its. Um, oh, Adolfo, it's a story based in the Civil War. So of course, it's supposed to be nasty, and it's
yeah,
by Nancy Collins. Yeah, the Civil War in the American Civil War is a completely nasty period of history. It was one of the darkest periods of this country's history. So
yeah.
it's not going to be a bed of roses. It's not going to be fun to talk about. It's
Mm,
definitely going to ruffle some feathers, as it should.
it should.
Any fiction set in that time period should be disturbing.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Exactly,
absolutely.
exactly. Yeah, and I don't know, are we trying to shield like the younger generation I don't know that I don't know. Like it's yeah, it just baffles me that they do that sort of stuff. I mean, you've
Me
got to
too.
take the good with the bad with
Yeah.
everything. Russell, hey, oh, from the
A
preserve,
face hugger.
a face hugger has taken him. He said,
Oh no.
Russell, you've seen Romulus, the trailer. That is
Yeah.
awful. Then, if the facehugger has taken you, my God, it goes deep. It goes deep. That's all I'm going to say.
Act quickly, Russell. Act quickly.
Quickly. um, awesome.
uh,
So we got Noel. Hey, Noel. Good morning, my good man.
I know.
Noel mentions it contributes to this discussion, Justin. Just put a warning like they
Mm,
do with old Disney shows. You know, did you
yes.
get buried in 3 feet of snow, Justin? Oh, did you?
Only 1 foot, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Much better than three.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
good.
I agree. They could put a disclaimer in that omnibus, like in the beginning.
Yeah,
They could be like, well, concerning the Nancy Collins story, there is some language that could be deemed to be inappropriate or
yeah,
offensive or whatever. And they could just, that's how they could cover it instead of just completely chopping all of that out
yeah,
with
yeah.
with a hatchet. Yeah.
Exactly. Just acknowledge when it was done, and just say, it could offend, and that's it. Move
Yeah.
on. I think.
Yeah.
We've got another comment here from Adolfo. I won't buy it. Disney really just putting a cloth over the eyes. Plus, it's adult. It's an adult comic. A kid won't read it.
Mm,
Yeah, that's true. Oh, and he adds also that there is a Nazi story too, which I guess there'll be people that would be offended
yeah.
by that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Again, it's yeah. We shouldn't just blight anything that we don't want to. Like it's a kind of like anyway, kind of like sticking your head in the sand almost.
Right.
Like
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
yeah. So
Very
anyway,
much so. Yeah.
good to
So
hear the other HOTU clan members are of the similar mindset.
yes. Always good to hear that. Yeah.
Yes.
So that omnibus, I think, is coming out at some point this year. I'm still not convinced if I'm going to pick it up yet, just because of
Okay.
the fact that it's been
Uh,
edited the way that it
it's
has
been
been.
fondled. Yes.
Yes.
Or is that the right word? I don't know.
I think that fits. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been inappropriately fondled.
It's been sorry, Nat Z. No, of course. The Nat Z's. But yeah, okay. So you're not thinking of getting it? Look, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm such a consumer. I think I will. I will go to get it, but like, I'm not happy about it. Just take my money. I'm not happy to take the money. I'm not happy.
I'm not happy about it. You take my money, but I'm going to complain about it.
Exactly. I hate this. Reading page for page. I hate it. Anyway, that's just me. No, you're absolutely right. Omnibuses are too big anyway. Adolfo, the Civil War story is the best president. To be honest, yeah. Well, is that that's a bloody sands of time? That's the bloody sands of time, isn't it? Is that what we're talking about? I think it is.
I think so. I don't remember if I read that one, to be honest with you.
It's only like a 1 or 2 parter, I think, from memory. I'm pretty sure that's that was a
Nancy
war
Collins
story. I can't remember, but I just remember the bloody sands of time. There was a picture of one of the covers was the Predator jumping over the trenches or something. I think. Anyway, I'm sure Adolfo will pull us up on this. Oh, there, Dead. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Dead came walking. What is it?
Oh.
Sorry.
Dead come
walking. 2 issues. Okay. Because the bloody sands look like World War One. Okay. Yeah, I haven't read that either. And sorry, Noel. I wish they would break all of these old stories into smaller trades. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be cool because they could, with these Predator ones, they could fit a bunch of these miniseries, these 4 or 5 issue miniseries into one volume. It'd be lovely.
Be nice and digestible.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to get our weightlifting in while we do our reading at the same time.
Oh yeah, exactly. God, yeah, it is an effort. I'll have to admit. I've got one of those cushion. Well, it's actually Eve's one of those book readers. You know that. They're kind of like cushions, but the omnibuses are too big for them. Like I try to perch it on there, just squashes it. Anyway.
I can totally picture that.
Yeah, it's not made for them. They should make an omnibus version of that. That would be good.
They should. I'm surprised they haven't yet, actually, with so many of this coming out now.
Justin, if you're happy to invest a few grand, we can start a business. So you
I
heard it
think
here
you're onto
first.
something. Yes.
Noel mentions nobody likes omnibus. Just feel like they have to buy them. Yeah, kind of.
Well, I don't know.
I love epics, but I love omnis as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving my Romnibus that just came out that collects all the old Rom Space Knight comics from when I was a kid. I mean, that's fantastic. It's nice to know that I don't have to dig out my old floppies anymore. Like I can pick up that omnibus whenever I want to read these.
Well, you've got everything in there, don't you? Yeah, it's great.
Have everything.
But to be fair, Noel as well. Yeah, omnibuses. It's not like they're traveling companions or anything like that. You can't bring them. You generally read them in bed or in an armchair, which is
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not something you can haul with you on the beach.
Exactly. Exactly. Banana chair and omnibus in hand. Romnibus,
Yeah.
sorry, I should say. Um, Adolfo also says, I love Omnis, cheaper than buying all the trades. Yeah, trades are, I mean, trades are great, I think, because, they're so small and handy and stuff, but they tend to then start getting, like, I've got a fair few trades as well, and I don't know, there's a lot of them, whereas an Omni will just, cover it all. But yeah,
I,
the trade-offs, with
I
both, there are good
noticed
things.
too that sometimes the trade paperbacks and the epic collections will suddenly skyrocket in value almost
Yeah.
overnight. Like there was
Yeah.
a Doctor Strange one that was up to $150 on eBay the other day.
Yeah,
I
an
couldn't
epic
believe
collection?
it.
Or
Yeah, it was I think it was
wow.
the first one. I couldn't believe it. I said, "What in the world? They're gonna reprint this, like, probably in another year or 2. What are you people doing paying this amount of
Yeah, I
money for
know.
this epic collection? That's insanity."
How would you feel if you bought it and then, like, the week later, then they release that's terrible. Poor boob. That'd be
Yeah.
terrible. Unhappy sap. Um, and they do. They fall apart after a few. Well, you're looking at the man there, Adolfo. You're looking at Justin, the man that does trash comics. He's
Oh,
well known
yeah,
for
yeah.
it. Don't you, Justin?
Absolutely.
Cutouts, coverless. I don't know what else do you do, Justin? Friggin'
Oh,
coffee
yeah,
table,
there's so
placemats.
many that are missing covers, missing pages,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, why not?
coffee rings on them, yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
They're well
Absolutely
worn.
well worn. Well, that's it. Comics have got to be loved. I know Noel is of the same
Yeah.
mindset as well, Noel. It's true.
Yeah, I agree. You can't be too precious with them, which is
No.
another reason I like the omnibus and things like that, because those are the things that you can treat nicely.
True. As opposed to the the poor brother or the poor cousin, the trade, he could just throw
Yes,
around.
just
Just
throw
throw it at
around,
people. Read this.
dog ear it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, dog ear it, yeah. Sit on it on the couch. It gets all bum shaped. Oh yes, Adolfo. Yes, I do believe. Yes, it mentions that he's Ramez guide
Oh, on the
on
Discord.
Discord.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's been a while
yeah,
since I popped into that. I need to get back in there.
yeah. It's good. Who was that? I've got to shout out Mike. Synth. I think it's Synth Norbert from Discord. He picked up. He's a huge Aliens fan, Justin, and he picked up. There was a reference in the Final Hunt, the issue
Oh,
that we covered recently.
mhm.
About there was a really obscure reference. I think it was the blade that the Predator pulls out refers to an old Dark Horse source. I want to shout out Mike there for
Ooh,
such a deep cut.
I love that
Well
attention to
done. You
detail.
you
That's
should be on the
cool.
show, Mike. I mean, that sort of stuff.
Maybe
Justin and
we'll
I
have him
should be
on.
picking up, but we
Yeah.
clearly haven't picked up on it. So,
Yeah,
so
I missed that. But
yeah.
again, I haven't. There's a lot of the Dark Horse stuff that I actually
Mm,
haven't read, like the Nancy Collins story that we mentioned, and
mm.
a bunch of others in this omnibus. That
Cold War.
I managed to read, yeah, Cold War. I managed to read a bunch of these because a friend of mine years ago had a collection of them back when Dark Horse did
Right.
kind of. I guess they weren't omnibuses, but they were trades. Um, and there was a few that collected some of the Predator stuff. So that's how I got to read some of these. But there's
Okay.
a whole bunch of them that I still haven't read.
Yeah. Oh no, there are a fair few. I'm more familiar with around that 90s range. I dropped off a bit in the 2000s, so I'm
Mm.
looking forward to reading up on them.
Yeah, me
But
too.
it's also good to be surrounded, Justin, by fellow Yaucha fans, the likes of
Yes.
Romero and Noel. Looking at you, Noel. I know you're a big fan. Don't tell us otherwise. I know you are.
We know the
Um,
truth.
yeah, don't lie. You are. So it's good. Russell's been a bit silent. I'm assuming the facehugger has taken him. So,
Possibly. It's
um,
possible. He might
yes.
be conserving his strength so that he can face it. Yeah.
I just see Russell stuck in some secretion on a wall somewhere. Some glob, some you know that Aliens, that movie when they lift the lady's face. Do you ever get
Oh,
disconcerted? She had a little bit of jelly on the side of her cheek. That
yes.
always kind of put me off.
Yeah, it's gross. Yeah, that whole
Yeah,
scene is disturbing. It's nasty.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, kill me, kill me.
Exactly. Sorry, Adolfo, whose mind is focused, unlike ours, Justin. Have you covered the news of the Prey sequel being set in the future? Yes. Sorry, Adolfo, I'm very slack. I have just released our previous episode on podcast format, but you can watch our previous episode on YouTube where we do talk about it. Yeah. So the Prey sequel is set in the future, but Dark Horse has really good ones. Oh yeah, wait till you.
Oh, yes.
Bad Blood. Oh, you are.
Yeah.
What are you? Are you trying to wine and dine me here, Adolfo? You're whining and dining me here. Come on. That is right up my alley.
Yes, Bad Blood is excellent.
Love it. And that's Evan Dorkin as well, I think, Justin.
Is it the same writer? Okay.
Well, he I can't remember if he writes it or he draws it, but Evan Dorkin
the
draws
artist.
Big Game. He
Yes.
draws it, but I think anyway, it is a fantastic. I love Bad Blood. Adolfo, so I'm glad you picked up that one. I just can't wait to. We have to get through some crap first, a la Cold War.
I think actually that's next in the omnibus after
Is
Big
it?
Game. Yes.
Is it Bad Blood? Oh no, Cold War.
Cold War.
Yeah,
Cold War is next.
No, yeah. Well, we'll rip that one off like a band-aid. Don't worry. But yeah, Bad Blood.
The one that you mentioned, the Bloody Sands of Time, is after that one.
Yes, I think that's World War One from memory. I'm recalling now. It looked like an earlier war. So yeah, that was okay.
You're right. Bad Blood is Evan Dorkin writing again. Yeah, nice.
So good.
Yeah,
the references to Dead Kennedys and 9 Inch Nails as well got me around that time.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you are wearing the right thing.
That's right. Definitely, yeah.
Actually, sorry, Justin. Just Adolfo does say he might cover it on his YouTube, but Cold War is rough. Yes, thank you again, Adolfo. Look, did I tell? Wasn't I telling you, Justin, how good Adolfo was before we started recording? Yeah, I knew there was something about him. Yeah,
we're gonna have him on as a guest.
Yeah, please. And interesting. I did. Yeah, so he's got a YouTube channel. We got to shout that out, Adolfo. Add that in the show notes.
Give you some plugs.
Yeah. So, listeners who are listening to the podcast, you may be. We are a live streaming at the moment, so we are interacting with live comments as they come in. So, apologies if it seems a bit weird if you're just listening to the audio format, but we just love talking to fellow Yocha fans. So, this is a good opportunity. So, I just wanted to.
It's fun to have the live comments too.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we have any hardcore news this week, Ray? I don't believe we do.
I don't believe so. I'm just a bit tentative, Justin, to put on the videos of it because my video is, I don't know, my internet is pretty slow at the moment. So
that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
But hardcore news. No, I don't believe so. I don't think I have anything.
Okay. I didn't see anything either. So
yeah. How about the trophy room? Just anything there?
I can't remember. I think that I showed everything in the last time.
Yep.
Although actually,
the laser wasn't it? Did you show the laser? Oh, I can't remember.
Laser shot predator.
Laser shot predator. Yeah.
Although I don't remember if I showed this guy last time. Godzilla.
Oh yes, you did. Yes, that was awesome.
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
The roaring one.
Yes. and I asked about the things on his chest, but it was for the batteries.
That's right. Right. I couldn't remember if I showed him off last time.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, I'm looking forward to Godzilla King Kong.
Me too. That's gonna be fun.
Should be cool. Let me think. Anything I can pull out here? Nothing. I can't really. I haven't got anything really. No,
No new acquisitions.
no. I was thinking of I don't know if it's in the Amazon a US website at the moment, but there are a lot of sales for the Epic collections if you're into them. I know I am, because I was eyeing off a couple of them. They were only going for 40 Australian dollars, which is
Ooh, that's good.
what's that? 30, 25 US.
Yeah,
So pretty
that's
cheap.
good.
So I'm not
That's
sure
really
if that. Yeah. So go check that out, anyone, if you do like the Epic collections.
Did you get any ones that you were missing, Ray?
I know. I nearly did. I ended up getting more stuff from my games, Justin. But I was eyeing Maximum Carnage, Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay,
I still
yeah.
might get that. And Judgment War by from X Factor. It's the
Oh,
early
yeah.
Louise Simonson
Yeah, it's a
run,
good one.
which is really cool. And also there are a couple of Fantastic Fours and a couple of X-Men. Can I just say, have you watched X-Men 97?
Oh, yes, I have.
Oh my gosh.
It makes my heart so happy. Yes, I love
Yeah,
that.
it
Yeah.
just got me into a huge X-Men kind of craze because
Yeah.
it's just so good.
Yes.
Anyway, people, if you haven't seen it, go see it, and then go get the X-Men epics because they're so good. Yeah, sorry, Noel. That's why I haven't said. Yeah, he hasn't said anything in a while because he loves them so much. I'm assuming. And Adolfo, I've got the Feral Predator on layaway at my comic shops.
The new one. Yeah, the new one.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Gosh, that goes for a pretty penny, Adolfo.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that was the NECA one, wasn't it? Yeah, the NECA Feral Predator. Oh,
or Hot
nice.
Toys or what? Yeah, I think it's NECA. And of course, yeah, Adolfo, I agree with you. X-Men 97. Brilliant. No, what do we got here, Noel? I've got something else here from Noel. Oh no, that's another one.
Adolfo, I need to get my 5th X-Men omnibus.
We should.
It's going to be a heavy shelf.
It's going to be, it's going to start bowing. That shelf's going to start sagging. No, I can tell when Justin doesn't like something, he goes, okay. Oh,
That's not true. That's not
He's
true.
got your tell. He's got your tell.
It's a diplomatic answer.
Yeah. So I haven't got anything new, but yeah, I'm gonna try and get something soon.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes. Having said that, Justin, I guess shall we then head to
I think it's
our
time
main
for some
event?
old scars. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes, and we are talking about Predator Big Game. It was originally published in monthly issues from March to June of 1991. And it was written by John Arcudi, penciled by Evan Dorkin, inked by Armando Gil, colored by Julia Laquement, lettered by Kurt Hathaway, edited by Diana Schutz, and the covers were by Chris Warner.
They're awesome covers, Justin.
Oh, the covers are amazing. Yeah.
This is my
Especially
favorite
the first one.
Yeah. Just the colors. The colors as well as the penciling. But just a very handsome Predator.
The detail, yeah.
Yeah.
and he looks like he's almost smiling.
Yeah.
He looks like he's almost like, check out all these skulls. Like, check out my den of death that I've got behind me.
Yeah, he's got that. Yeah, got that look, and then a slightly crazy look as well.
Yeah. Almost like his eyebrow was arched a little bit, like you're feeling lucky.
But the colors are awesome. I think it just works really well. The orangey kind of
orange with kind of the purplish tones, and the dark blues. Yeah, it's really striking.
Works really well. So we're going to go through all 4 of these issues just holistically. Listeners, just some main points and what we thought of it. But yes, Adolfo, mentions I miss that old art style. Absolutely, this is to me. This is very much Dark Horse, and Inside by Evan Dorkin is very much Dark Horse.
Yes, I was going to mention that too. The art style is very much Dark Horse of the time. the early
I, I
90s.
I've got to call out before we get into overall impressions, Justin. I've just got to call out just there's just this. I remember, and this might have been like a timestamp thing, like because I was back in the 90s when this came out. Was a teenager,
Mhm.
was into the Marvel comics, and then kind of got into Dark Horse comics. And Dark Horse was like really alternate because it was different and it was darker, and this really encapsulates that because all the gore and violence in here is just so over the top, and I just
Yeah.
love it. It's just people are eviscerated and decapitated and disemboweled, everything. It just really cool. And I just remember being just struck by how graphic this was when it
Yes,
first came out. And I just
I
love it.
agree. Yeah, for
Yeah.
1991, like, you would be hard pressed to find this level of graphic violence in a
Mm.
DC or Marvel comic book. You'd have to look for that, definitely.
Yeah.
And just in this first issue, we have all of these soldiers just cut down by the
Yeah.
Predator, really,
Yeah.
really indiscriminately.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. I think it's one of the friends of Enoch, Corporal, is it Corporal Deetle, who wants to. Let's just. I'm just gonna. We've got for those listening to the podcast, we've got the pages up on our video, so you
Mhm.
can go check it out. But we have Enoch, who is the protagonist, Justin, which I understand was heavily influenced by Billy.
Mm,
So Arcudi obviously enjoyed the character Billy from the Predator movie and kind of used that as a basis for Enoch as well. And um, it's fantastic. I don't know.
yeah.
I really did love it. I've also got to say as well, I read it on Wiki that this big game was the first miniseries or series, a Predator series that was not connected to the movie. I mean, of course, the
Right.
Predator is there, but it's not an adaptation, or it wasn't, part of that movie lore. So this was a standalone thing for the first time. And yeah, overall, what did you think, Justin? I mean, we should get into that.
I love it. I love the whole tone of this story. It's very dark. Like you
Mm,
said, it's very dark compared to Marvel or DC at the time, 1991.
yeah,
And it's great that we have a fresh story here. Like you said, it doesn't have a connection to the movies. There's no characters that have a relation to anybody that's come before.
yeah,
Like we had Dutch's brother in the other miniseries. Like there's none of that. These are all new characters. This is a totally different setting as well,
yeah.
which I love the setting here. The fact that they're out in the desert. To me, it's a perfect setting for this story.
Oh
It's
yeah,
such a desolate landscape, but yet you have this proliferation of animals like the wild boar in the beginning, and then the mountain lion that comes and actually does quite a number on the predator. I think in the second issue.
yeah. That's right. That was really fun to see.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, so yeah, this environment I think makes for a really cool predator story.
yeah, it was just. I think it
New
was a.
Mexico, yeah, New Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, it was just. I think it was a nice departure, but by having it out here and having kind of surrounded by the military. When I first
Mm,
like read it, it was good, but it was, I don't know, there was something to me that was a little bit off in it. Maybe because I wanted it to be associated with, the movies or whatever. But like
mhm.
having read it many times since and just taking it as a standalone, I think yeah, it's pretty good, and it is highly regarded as one of the best Predator arcs to date, really, as well. And I love there are references, although it's not connected to the movies, there are references.
Mhm.
Like I mentioned, Billy had an influence on here. We have, I love here. This is similar to the Billy Dutch scene, but
Yes.
Enoch here
Yeah,
notices or smells something, and Diesel goes,
yeah.
"What are you talking about?" He goes, "Oh, there's something in the trees."
There's
Similar
something out
to
there,
what Billy.
yeah,
Yeah, but that's when Diesel gets absolutely fried, and it
yeah.
goes from there,
Eviscerated, yeah.
eviscerated. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed this. I think the Predator was really wily,
Mm,
and I don't know. Well, we'll get to it towards the end, the ending. It was kind of shocking. Having reread it recently, I think the body count that the Predator does um, amount I guess does warrant
Mm.
trying to say like the ending. What I'm trying to say, Justin, is that when I first read it, it was kind of anticlimactic to me. Like if we
Mm.
jump to the very end to the last issue,
Hmm.
it's a showdown, Enoch and the Predator. He has him dead by rights, but the bullets go off, distracts the Predator. Enoch pounces for the gun and manages to kill the Predator. And the final, you know, page is really cool. It just shows Enoch holding the dead Predator's head, and he's killed
Yeah.
it. I felt initially when I first read it that I missed having seen, you know, the big. It seemed like it cut away that important scene, but
Like it was
I
a cheat
understand.
almost. Like we were cheated
Yeah,
seeing that moment. Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
understand that the drama of it. You know, just having the bang 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 at the end, and then towards the end having the eyes of the Predator, making you think the Predator has won, but it's Enoch. I understand
Yeah.
all that, but I was a little bit like, a little slightly deflated by that. But then having reread it again and seeing what the Predator does, it does make it more of an epic kill
Hmm.
that
It does.
Enoch does, because the Predator was so murderous,
Yeah.
throughout the town. So yeah, anyway, that was my
Yeah.
thoughts
Yeah.
for
No,
that.
I like that. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we get some really interesting bits here, Justin. I mean, even in the first issue, like it's not only about the Predator, and it expands into, it kind of goes into Predator 2 territory already,
Mm.
with the military or the government knowing about the aliens and um,
Y-
taking over the ship, which we see
Yeah.
here.
They dig up the
Uh,
ship out of the desert and haul that back to the base,
yeah.
um, while also finding some dead bodies strung up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so that's detailed. That they want to retrieve the body of him, but it's disappeared, and he's strung up, and his skull is gone. So again, this image, as a young reader reading this, is like, oh wow, this is
Yeah.
Predator. This is cool. This is what Marvel will never go down this route.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Right. Yeah.
It's
It
really cool.
looks
And
like
yeah,
it came right from the movie, from the original movie. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then you have the kills, more kills here, and it
Mm.
just gets gorier and gorier. Here we
Yeah.
go. Guy gets shot with panic
That
fire, and then yeah,
that poor guy getting stabbed through the chest and then getting shot by
then getting
his
yeah
friend on
by his
top of
mate.
it. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's really really cool. As we kind of just flick through here, there's a lot of just wondering about who the pilot is. He must be pretty pissed off that they got his ship.
Yeah.
And I think this was a great ending to the first issue.
I
I
know.
love this.
Yeah. This caught
Yeah,
me
this
by
sequence.
surprise. I was not expecting this.
Well, this sequence at the end, it's like they're just looking, and I love the colors used, because it shows the red flashing light, and then it goes
Yeah.
green, red, green,
Green. Yeah. Yeah.
and they're just staring at it. And finally, one of them says, "Colonel, I think we may have a problem." And then we get the mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
How awesome
Yeah.
is that?
Oh
Like,
man, what a surprise. And that's the last page of the issue, I think. Yeah.
yeah, and we're talking about, like, there were like semi-important characters involved there, like
Mhm.
the
The
sergeant or
general.
whoever, the
Yeah,
general,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was there. So he's gone. Like
And
it's great. It was a real
the
shock.
scientists. Yeah, it
The
was a
scientists,
huge
yeah, the
shock.
eggheads,
Yeah.
eggheads. Um, so yeah, so that was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
Let's flick to the next one. Yeah, so a lot of oh,
Another great cover too on number 2.
yeah, more of the
Yeah,
stalking hunter, with the
love
mask
that.
on, the bag. But again, great work done by Chris Warner
Yeah,
here.
so good.
But again, yeah, so we get also not a perfect protagonist as well. I think he's a heavy drinker, Enoch. He's gone through some stuff as well.
Yeah.
He gets into fights with his fellow soldiers, that sort of thing. So yeah, again, we just get more. Here's
Oh,
where I think,
the sheep.
yeah, the
Yeah.
sheep. This is where I think this is the first thing. I think this Predator is kind of way off. It's gone bonkers,
Yeah.
because it starts to act really weird. We'll get to it later. We know it likes the taste of meat. I mean, Russell has mentioned that many a time, quoting Peter Keys. I'm not going to even attempt the impersonation, but yeah, we know the predators love to eat meat. But he seems to be enjoying this kind of bloodbath on top of the tin roof.
And in broad daylight, no less.
in
Like,
broad daylight and in
there's
full, yeah,
there's no stealth involved. There's no camouflage. There's no anything. He's just in broad
yeah,
daylight, tits out, ready to eat. So
ready to, yeah,
it's strange. Yeah, it's this predator is kind of more off the rails a little bit, I guess you could say. He
yeah,
doesn't follow a lot of the traditional behaviorisms that we've seen so far.
yeah, and I think it's alluded. I'm assuming it's alluded to, um, like you see towards the end, and I can't flick so quickly towards the end of the last issues, but you see him like wheezing and stuff, and I
Mm,
think being on Earth for quite a bit, well, for this length of time at least, is paying a toll on it,
mhm.
and maybe it's just getting you know a bit stir crazy. I don't know, but it has that sense of being a little bit crazy.
Unhinged.
Yeah, very different, unhinged to the Bad Blood Predator, which we'll
Yes.
get to. Can't wait. This
Yeah.
is more of a predator, I think, similar to Justin. We covered it in Eyes of a Demon, the
Mm,
pros. One of those
mhm.
stories where the predator, I think it was Camp, wasn't it Camp Bad Blood or something? Camp Blood.
Oh,
As
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, as where the predator had been stationed on Earth for quite a long time and just was starting to get a little bit crazy.
Stir crazy. Yeah, because they're
Yeah,
not used to being stuck on one planet for such an extended amount of time. And in
yeah,
the case of the Yocha in this story, he's really pissed because his ship is not an issue of him getting his ship back. The ship is gone. Like,
yeah,
for all intents and purposes, he's stuck here. And
yes.
so that definitely, I think, rattles this predator to his very core and makes him do things that he might not have done otherwise.
Yeah, it's kind of like I get the impression, and this is just the headcanon, that he probably doesn't like to be on Earth. This is how I see it. He doesn't like to be on Earth, but he has to come down for some sport, right? And then
Mhm.
he loses the ship, and he's kind of like, "Oh shit, I'm stuck here. I'm stuck in this friggin' mud ball, this
Yeah,
kind of cesspit of a world."
yeah,
And then I think it's just then, oh, I don't give it, I don't care
yeah.
anymore. So that's why he's eating the sheep on the roof. That's why he's
Mhm.
um, semi or nearly naked, having vultures kind of peck around him. Later on,
Mm,
he's on a throne like that, and that's why he's a little bit more blasé. I think he's just like, I hate this place, and I just might as well just do what I want. And yeah, obviously pissed off that he can no longer go back
yeah,
to because his ship's gone.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, we get so many, like, again, talking about crazy. I love the weaponry here. He's got like some sort of electrified bowler.
Yeah, I love
Um,
that. I think that's the first time we see that, isn't it? That
yes,
electrobola. That's
and
cool.
I remember this is indelible. This is etched in my mind. This kind of blood and eyeballs gogged, like the dead person in that corner there. I just
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah, yep, Adolfo mentions absolutely.
In the middle of New
Uh,
Mexico. Yeah.
yeah, not much to do. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
probably boredom and all that. So,
Yeah. I
um,
used to live in southern New Mexico, and there was a little bit more to do there, but not much.
mm. But we get the predator gets pinged by one of them, and shows itself, kills this guy. And again, what I'm talking about, his craziness. You see later on, he's got, where is it? He's got the skull, but he's put
Yes.
the hat and the sunglasses on on the skull.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you look at the last panel, he does look unhinged. Like, he does look
Yeah.
crazy. He doesn't look
Yeah.
like the predator on the cover of issue 1. He looks
No.
a
Yeah.
bit
He looks
mad.
completely maddened. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what you're talking about, Justin, the cougar,
Oh,
the
yes.
wildcat fight.
I
I
think this
love
actually might be my favorite part of the whole story. I love
Oh, it's
this.
good, isn't it? I
Yeah.
I I
I
was
love it when
rooting
the animals kind of get the upper
me
hand on the Yucha a little
me
bit.
too.
Yeah.
And I love it when they surprise the predator. Like, you're almost kind of proud that, a species from our planet, Justin, can,
Yeah.
have such like raw primal kind of
I
I don't know, intent on the
Intent,
predator.
and that isn't afraid of
Yeah,
this giant alien, like,
yeah,
that's much larger than a man, that
much
just leap
larger.
onto it and start raking it. I just love it. And it's
Yeah.
great artwork too. It's
Oh, it's
it's
fantastic.
hard to draw mountain lions and like actual animals well. Like a lot of people don't
That's
realize.
exactly. I always think that. Like, even we saw the hogs at the beginning, and the sheep.
Mhm.
It's hard to make it look realistic,
Yeah.
but a great artist can do it with ease, and it looks really good here.
Yeah, definitely.
And we see the fighting prowess of the predator here. The backflip to know that it's not just a big lumbering oaf. It's quite agile,
Yeah. Despite its
so-
size, it can move quickly and leap like that.
and I kind of like the fact that that cat would have won if not for that technology. The predator had the shoulder
The
cannon.
cannon. Yeah.
Yeah, it was looking like it was doing well against a predator. So well done.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Love that mountain
Cat. Yes.
lion.
So a lot of, and we see later here some great hero shots, like hero shot predator shots here.
Yeah.
You see the mountain lion's skull on the shoulder of the predator. I think that I'm assuming. I think that was really good.
I think that is it. Yeah.
Yeah, just a good touch, and he's got the bloodied arm. So that was issue 3,
So good.
2.
And then we get
and so
another amazing cover on issue number 3.
Oh yeah. And so it's really about Enoch obviously tracking down the predator. After the whole thing about the ship going and stuff. There's not really much to it other than that, but it's still quite exciting.
Yeah, he's dealing with a lot of inner demons too, Enoch,
Yes.
because he's dealing with the fact that his base is gone. Like all of his friends are dead at the base. He's kind of losing himself in like an alcoholic stupor.
Yes.
But he knows that this thing is still out there and that it has to be stopped. Like he wants some payback for what it's done.
Yeah, no, for sure. And there's that tie-in with I guess his culture or mythology about there being like a spirit in the desert, like just killing.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we mentioned Enoch is a native. I forget which tribe he's from. I think it's mentioned, but I can't remember offhand. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember either. But the opening to issue 3, again, another example of the Predator's just really strange like behavior that we don't associate with Predators. There's a normal guy, right? I'm pretty sure he's a normal guy, just driving in the car.
Yeah.
And the Predator jumps in the way, just starts kind of playing with the car in this like taunting it almost.
Yeah, like playing, just kind of jumping over it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so the man, unfortunately, he crashes and again the score. He goes through the windscreen, a bloodied mess. But the Predator claims his skull as well. He does it initially. Claims his skull, I'm assuming, as a trophy. Now this kind of
goes about the
me.
same process. It's strange, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering what your take was on that.
I wonder if he considered the fact that the dude was driving a car to be like, that's the weapon. Like that's the weapon that this fleshling is using, is this big car.
Oh,
because
possibly.
That was actually the only thing about it that made any sense to me. Yeah.
The only other sense to me, Justin, is driver. Some drivers on the road are, they are terrible drivers, and I would get pissed off too. So maybe the Predator was pissed off at his driving.
Road rage.
Road rage.
Taken to a new level.
But yeah, it was a bit weird. I don't know. We end up, look, he doesn't even keep the trophy because let's face it, it's not really a trophy. But you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe he was threatened by the car. Like maybe he didn't know what the car was, but surely you'd think the Predator, with all the technology, would suss out, okay, this is a car or something, and it's not attacking me. They have ships. They know what a car is.
Why would he jump around it like that instead of like shooting out the tires or something like that? Or
so
I don't know. It's weird.
It seems a bit more psychotic. But anyway, Enoch comes here. He's got the bazooka. That's awesome.
I love this part. He just unloads with the rocket launcher.
The rocket launcher. We see the eye. Like we are damaging the Predator is being damaged. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not having a free run at this thing. But he throws the head at the driver. It's awesome. Like it's terrible.
Bounces off the windshield.
Yeah, with the eyeball flopping out. I just
love it.
And this, yeah, again, this was
Uh,
me was like, oh my god, what am I reading when back,
Yeah,
when I first read this? This is awesome.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, so the predator is very hard to kill, and obviously comes into the crossfire of some soldiers before it goes away. And again, they're hunting him. We all know what's going to
Mhm.
happen. Like,
Yeah, oh,
everyone
yeah,
dies, right?
yeah.
This
It's
is a
only a
great,
matter of time. Yeah.
yeah. Another surprising thing was that when the predator reminded me of the Predator, where the Predator, where is it? Just fast forward a bit. It actually uses the machine gun.
Oh, the machine gun, yes. That part
Yeah,
surprised me too. I thought,
which
"Oh,
is,
wow, okay."
and just to be reminded that this was way before, obviously, the Predator, and I love the fact that it's using this alien technology. Like it's just
Mm,
like it picked this up. It's obviously a weapon. I have no idea how to use it, so I can imagine it just spraying it. Like it's holding it really weird as well. So
yeah,
it kind of
holding it
shows
far
that,
away from itself, yeah.
yeah, it just shows that it's not really comfortable with what it's meant to do.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's geez, everything is
The
thrown at the Predator. We
the
have
helicopter. Yeah,
helicopter with the rockets as well, just launch at
yeah.
it. But it destroys the helicopter. And then yeah, look at it. It's awesome.
Look at I
Every time we
love
see the
that.
Predator here, it just looks really good.
It looks good, and it looks even more unhinged as it goes on. Like, as the
Yeah.
story progresses, this predator looks more and more crazy.
Well, now it's on top of the hill and it's fully visible and it's just shooting willy nilly at all the soldiers. So this is the bloodbath here. This was and then we get the other guy. Isn't this well? This guy's
He's one
isn't
of
he the general or one of the superior
he's a colonel or a sergeant or
colonel?
something,
Yeah, but
but
he's
yeah,
absolutely yeah
blasted
terrible.
right through the chest, and
Yeah,
you can see, Enoch in the bushes hiding. He's hiding away
yes,
from all this carnage, and
yeah.
the colonel is just going, "Hey,
Yeah, just
yeah.
dragging himself. It very much looks like a war scene, like,
Mm,
the battlefield, because people
yeah,
dying in the background and there's just
totally.
dead bodies everywhere. It's, pretty cool.
What a
Um,
great way to end the penultimate issue. It's like, "Oh,
yeah,
man, what's gonna happen next? All the army's all dead now."
yeah, exactly. So it's literally
Uh,
down to, you know, to Enoch, and
yeah.
again, this last cover is brilliant. It's
Oh my
really
god, I
good.
love it. Look at the detail in that face. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
tremendous.
almost I like the pose. I always thought at first it was the Predator setting off the self-detonation device, but I think it's just kind of standing at the ready because it's
Mm, mhm.
yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
love that.
so anyway, so with this battle, like nearly everyone is gone. This is the final scene. This is the showdown. We
Mhm.
get so we get Enoch just getting ready. He finds a is it a sinkhole or what is it? It's like a crater that
It's like an
um
old place, I think, from, volcanic eruptions. Yeah,
but
there's a bunch
yeah,
of lava and basalt here that is hard to
yeah, like a
trace.
bubble or yeah.
Yeah.
I'm no geologist, but one of those things that that is hollow on the inside. Uh,
There's a fancy name for it, I just don't know
there's a
what it
fancy
is.
name for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he falls through it, and I think that gives him a bit of an idea. Um, oh, hello, we've got Phil
Oh, hey, Phil.
here. Hey, Phil, Phil, the Drop King, great art.
Yes.
Yeah, it is fantastic art. I
Yeah,
love it.
great Dark
Um,
Horse artwork, yeah.
Oh, sorry, and I missed a comment here from Adolfo. Enoch is always hiding in the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not anymore.
No, now he's taking the fight to the beast.
Yes. So this is all kind of set up, and I love how he stumbles onto the predator here using his binoculars. We get this shot
Yes.
here, Justin.
Yeah. Oh, man. He looks like he's just passed out in an opium den after a long
Exactly.
binge.
Exactly. Look at it looks
He's gonna
like
sleep it off.
probably looks like us, Justin, after we've read an omnibus, to be honest. Yeah. Exhausted.
After we've read Cold War.
That is how it will be, Justin. Paint that picture in your mind. That is how it will be. I'll see you in a month. Uh, but yeah, so the predator, yeah, it's got the trophy. I love this little thing. You see his little I don't know, hut. It was little his base camp.
Yeah.
Um, because again, it kind of harks back to a little bit to the movies without being on the nose. Just with up in the trees, just with all the skulls and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so the military is still doing their thing. But we get it again. Actually, this is a little bit of a reference, isn't it, Justin? We get these natural booby traps, which again I
Yes.
think would have been influenced from Dutch's one in the movie, but this
Yeah.
time it's the Predator who does
It's
it.
the Predator who's doing it.
Um,
Yeah. And I
and
love the
not to say
fact that
that
we
they're
have
connected. So.
this little jungle like in the middle of the desert. Like
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
basically a sinkhole that this jungle just has suddenly proliferated in the middle of this
yeah.
in the
It's
middle of the
amazing how
desert.
how
It's
life
so
just
cool.
finds a way to survive in any
Yeah.
environment.
It
Um,
reminds me too, in the news, there was a couple of years ago, there was an article about somebody discovered in China, there was this ancient sinkhole, this massive, huge
mm,
sinkhole that they discovered, this ancient forest that dated back to like the prehistoric years that had
wow,
been just
wow,
untouched for thousands of years in this massive forest
far
hidden
out.
in this sinkhole. It's so cool.
That's crazy. I'm a bit scared of sinkholes, to be honest, because they seem to not that
Yeah.
way. They appear out of nowhere, don't they? And there was it wasn't a terrible one, but there was one not that long ago here, where like
Oh.
a house collapsed. It was
Oh,
a
yikes.
small sinkhole, but the structure gave way and it just collapsed. It's like
Yeah,
wow,
that's
like
scary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so over here, like you're not getting hit by the booby trap. I love this
Mm.
shot at the bottom. It's almost as if the predator's swatting away the vulture like some sort of concubine. Get away from me.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, like get me my loincloth. Yeah. and,
Stop nibbling on me with that beak of yours.
stop stop pecking on me. Yeah, and again, I've got to reiterate again, Justin, the craziness
Oh,
that,
man.
that if
Look at
Dawkins
that
doesn't
face.
show, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's quite haunting actually. I
it
really
is.
do enjoy it.
This is a predator that has lost all sense of sanity. If it had
Yeah.
anything resembling sanity, it's gone at this
It's
point.
gone. It's been nibbled away.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, so I mean, and this starts. See, so what are we on page? I think it's 15. So we got about 7 pages. This is the final the battle. So
This is
Enoch
it. Yep.
is injured. The predator is still very agile,
Mhm.
but he so it's a cat and mouse game. But you can hear this wheezing. Like it starts
Yes.
at the very top there. Like, I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah.
And the predator is struggling, and I'm assuming it's because of the injuries, Justin, and or maybe the environment. I don't know. But
Maybe. At
mm,
first I thought it was maybe, emulating somebody else that was wheezing at a different part in
right,
the story, like, how it
okay,
copies people, but I think you're right. I think the environment,
because
it isn't used to it. It could be that this is its first time on Earth, and it's just not prepared for this.
it could be, and also I'm just thinking about it now. Maybe his helmet maybe was damaged. When he got struck
Mm,
by the rocket launcher and stuff. So maybe
yeah,
he's lost his respiratory system, like his artificial respiratory
that's
system, and
that's true, because you
yeah,
don't see him use the helmet after that point.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the longer he doesn't have it on, it's probably harder to breathe. So
Mhm.
he's struggling as well. And I love this fight at the end. It's just a nice chase.
Yeah.
Just the artwork, I think, is beautiful. There's been some awesome, solid dialogue all throughout, especially with the
Mhm.
military. But just by pairing it back and just having this battle is really
Yeah.
cool. With a lot of the sound effects, I think make a
Mhm.
lot. Um,
Definitely.
make a big effect on it. And here we have the predator almost like re-energizing itself by sticking its
Mm.
muzzle in the stench pit. Like it's weird, isn't it? Like
So strange.
it's,
Yeah.
it's
It's like it's devouring the awful, and it's
devouring.
gaining
Yeah,
strength from it. Like, yeah, it's so weird. Yeah.
I like to think other predators who see this are going, oh God, what the hell is this dude doing? Like, we don't do this. This is not us. We
Yeah.
this is we're not affiliated with this behavior.
Yeah.
Um,
This
yeah,
does not reflect the rest of us.
yeah, yeah, our species. Sorry, Adolfo does mention he loves Enoch character's growth because he's so scared, then gets the strength. Yeah,
That's true.
absolutely.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
previous issue, he runs away.
That's
when
true.
the predator is mowing down his friends, and he hides in the bushes and just is a silent witness to the
That's
carnage.
right. And when Dieter gets obviously that obviously is the first shock when your friend gets
Mhm.
friggin' cauterized. But yeah, he runs away as well there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Coca-Cola. That is his Coca-Cola. He loves it. I love the Coca-Cola too. Uh so yeah, so again, weird behavior from the predator, but this
Mm.
is the idea. The idea clicks now. Um, how what does he say? All I needed was a plan to get the gargoyle up here. So he's starting to
He's gonna lure
have a
him. Yeah.
yeah. So this is a pretty brave. I mean, basically, as you're saying, Adolfo, a pretty brave effort here. Luring the predator, doing fires, spot fires. What do you call them?
Brush
To
fires.
try and
Yeah.
brush
Yeah.
fires, just try to kind of lure it out. Almost gets knocked by a laser. The predator's coming. Comes out, guns are blazing.
Guns
Look how happy it
blazing.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at easily get knocked, but he's scaling like a big hill, obviously to get to the hole.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, he dives for it. The predator dives into the trap, and we all think it's the end,
We
but
all
again,
yeah. But no.
similar to the movie, it's not.
Yeah.
He comes back, but
And
again, I love this.
I love that panel where he comes out of the crater and he's roaring. Roar! It's
Well, even the one
fantastic.
after it, he's wheezing because he's really not.
Yes.
He's really not right at the moment.
You can see he's
And
bleeding a little bit too internally, maybe. There's some green
yeah,
blood
yeah.
coming out of
Oh yeah,
places.
he's had
Yeah.
a lot of stuff done to him. But yeah, the luck of this, like he's got
Mm.
I think there's a gun or ammunition somewhere close by. It goes off. The fires have set it off, and so it starts shooting willy nilly, and that distracts the predator. And
Yeah.
then we get the very nice dramatic effect, which I spoke about earlier.
And
Yeah,
he's
and
rolling over to get a handgun too. Like he's
yeah,
not
yeah.
rolling over to get his M16 or a rocket launcher or anything. It's just like a Magnum 357. Like that's his last hope is a handgun against this
And,
monstrous creature.
and it's quite tenuous because you don't even know if that will hurt it. I mean, it's been through
Right.
enough, but it seems
Yep.
to hopefully have done the job. Yeah, and then we get towards the end here. I just want to call out Justin that last panel at the bottom. The
Mm.
eyes are just
Oh, yeah.
so good, so
It's
detailed, so good.
amazing. Yeah.
But even bettered by the last page. Go ahead and ask him, and he's
Yeah.
dead.
Oh man. And that's the end. That is
That's
the end, folks, of this story. That's the
that
last
is
page.
fantastic.
So good.
So yeah, so Justin, what I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let me just put on. I think we got one more comment here.
It's always luck
It's
in the fight with the predator. You're right
yeah,
about that,
it
Adolfo.
is. It
Yeah.
is because
Yeah.
truthfully, how can we how
Mm.
can humans better them? If they're better than us in every single way. So yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Um,
Yeah.
Adolfo raises a question here, Justin. Before we get into our ratings and final thoughts, do you think this would have worked as a movie? Well, as a movie,
I think it would have actually. Yeah.
yeah,
I think if they added a little bit more with the character development to kind of pad it out and flesh it out a little bit more, I
yeah,
think that all 4 issues would be pretty quick if you adapted them as they are.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
I know.
think you'd
Yeah,
be able to make a hour and a half movie out of that. You'd have to add some more stuff.
yeah.
But
I
I
reckon.
think
Yeah,
it could be done, absolutely, and the setting is perfect for
I
a
think.
Predator
Yeah,
film. Yeah,
I think it's great.
definitely.
It's a little bit different. I mean, I know we've had the commandos or what have you, but we've got like more of the established military, like and this
Mhm,
guy, so it is
mhm,
different enough. And yeah, and there are many cinematic moments in the comic book
mm,
miniseries I can see translate quite well. But you're right,
me
Justin. I
too.
think they would have to write in a couple more scenes and flesh out things a bit more. But
Which is
there's
cool
definitely
because
enough.
they could do that with, Enoch's character. They could
Yeah,
do a
yeah,
little bit more flashbacks to his past and
yeah,
his time with his tribe and his people, and they
yeah,
could get some great native actors to work in an adaptation like they did with Prey. Like,
yeah.
yeah, it would be wonderful. And on that note too, I liked how, there was, some of his native language he appeared in this story.
Mm,
Um, I'm not sure which dialect it is, but when I think it's in the first issue when he's after Deedle gets blasted, he's kind of running in terror, and then there's I think it's an expletive or something, but it's in his native dialect.
Ah, oh, I like it. That's good.
I love that little touch. I thought that was really nice
Hmm.
to have that in there. Yeah, after Dito gets blasted, he's running away, and yeah, he said, just like grandfather said, no more than a shimmer in the air, and he thinks something, and it looks like it's in his native tongue. It's cool.
Yeah. No, exactly. No, it is good. And yeah, Adolfo as well. Yeah, make the audience care about his friendship. Yeah, true. You could do that. Work on deal. And
Definitely.
so it's hurt when he's taken out because that was a little bit. He did seem like he was going to be fodder straight away. Like when
Yeah.
if you read the series.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. Yeah.
We have. Oh my gosh, he's come out of his coma.
Oh.
My chest hurts. Russell says my chest hurts. Feel like sorry, I should say Rasucha says my chest hurts. Feels like something's moving around in there. Jeez.
You might need to set off your self-destruct device, Rasucha.
Or you might have to self-operate. Just get on the table.
Get the claws out.
Get the claws out. Jeez.
Start doing some slicing.
I mean, Justin, what would you give this this issue? This wasn't the first time you read it, right? Or
no, I think this is the second or third time I read this one. I would give this one actually a perfect score, believe it or not. I give this 5. This is going on the trophy wall. I love the artwork, I love the pacing, I love the character of Enoch because he had multiple layers. He wasn't a typical army dude, typical, alpha male bullshit machismo crap. We didn't see a lot of that in this story. He was a real relatable character, and I liked that. And the whole fact that we had this marooned predator who was slowly losing his mind, I love that dimension to the story. And the other little touches, like I mentioned, the native language, the part with the mountain lion, I really enjoyed that.
The sheep.
The sheep, yeah, and the whole scene in the end in that sinkhole in the jungle, like that, it's so cool. That whole sequence is just so cool. I love it, and that great tension of the ending. It's fantastic. I would love to see them adapt this someday. Yeah, if not in a film, then maybe like we were talking about some Predator animations.
Oh, exactly. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
It would make a great animated, because then you could pull off the things like the sinkhole in the desert without dumping a bunch of CGI budget into it.
Yeah.
And the explosion when the ship blows up, you could animate that really easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Instead of using stock footage, you know, like, it was clearly from the 60s.
Yeah.
Adolfo, the Predator himself, well, I think that's a little bit of an understatement, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Adolfo himself was cheeky. Come on, he was
eating the sheep and then playing chicken with that guy in the car. Like that was the part that was the strangest to me, was the whole scene with the guy in the car. Yeah.
He was an absolute nutter. What are you talking about, Adolfo? He was a nutter. But yeah, look, I'd agree with you, Justin. I reckon 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed this.
Nice.
This was just bear in mind as well, for those that are listening and haven't read it and want to read it, and if you are familiar with like Marvel or DC and any of the mainstream comics, pacing is slightly different. And there are a lot of scenes where there are just humans talking, so it's not like you're going to get something fantastic every time, but you do get some good development. I think that's oh my gosh, is this real?
Rasucha. Oh no.
For those of you that are listening and haven't got the video, Justin is laughing out of sheer terror. We just witnessed a good friend of ours, Russell, some sort of animal released from his chest. He had the John Hurt thing going on, Justin. He had the tongue like out and out.
He did. Yes. That thing was ready to rupture.
Yeah.
The thing was ready to rupture through the rib cage.
Yeah, that was very harrowing. Thank you, Russell. Hopefully you're okay.
Yeah, hopefully, Russell. Let us know. Let us know if you
Yes.
need us to send over any help.
Exactly. Just a Band-Aid or something.
Yeah,
Something to patch you up.
yeah.
Yeah, so really good.
Moist towel it.
One from KFC. You can, yeah, it is good. It is a good thing. What am I saying? The art is fantastic. The character development is great. There's a reason why this is one of the more loved series of the Predator franchise in comics. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. Don't leave it to us though as well. Would love to hear your thoughts as well. So please either comments below on the video or on our social media platform. We'd just love to hear from you. And what do you make of Big Game? This is one of the big, the big series of Predator. So would love to hear all your Ucha fans and your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you not? If not, why? That sort of stuff. So yeah.
And would you like to see Enoch return? Because I don't think this character has ever come back. And as
It
we've
gets
seen,
he gets
in the-
mentioned. I can't remember if he returns or is mentioned in Hunters, Justin.
oh,
The last few series of Dark Horse's Predator before it stopped.
okay.
There's definitely a tie-in to Enoch. I think
Oh,
it might be a relative. I can't remember.
oh,
But
neat.
yeah,
Okay,
there is. Yeah, he does come back. Yeah,
good.
Adolfo. Yeah, he does. He came back in
Oh,
Hunters. It
cool.
was him.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I'll have to read that one. I haven't checked that one out.
But we're talking about that's like 30 years later. Like
Oh,
this was. I mean, no, I'm talking about like so. Big Game was released in 1991. It was only until Hunters, which was what 2018 or 2019.
oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
long time.
I didn't realize it was
Yeah,
that recent.
yeah,
Hunters.
yeah.
Okay,
It
cool.
was one of the last ones. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I want to say a huge thank you to those that have commented on
Yes.
the live stream. Adolfo, in particular, fantastic to
Yes.
hear your stuff.
Yeah. Thank you
He
for
loves the
joining
first
us.
two Hunters, was great. Yeah, Russell Rasucha. I don't know if that's the last time we'll see him, Justin. It might be the last time we've seen him. And Noel as well. Always a treat to see Noel.
And Phil. It was good to see Phil.
And Phil as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you're reading the rest of it, Phil. It's good.
It's
Really
good stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, that about wraps us, Justin.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us for this episode. And on our next episode, I think we've got the next new comic, right, Ray? Issue number 2 of
Yes, the final hunt.
The Final Hunt with Ed Brisson going back to Theta's
Yeah.
adventures.
God,
So
I can't remember. Is
that
it the
will be
final
on-
hunt or the last hunt? I get it mixed
Or
up.
the-
Final. I think it's I can't remember. It's the
I
hunt
feel
that
like
will
it's-
end all hunts.
Yes. The hunt to end all hunts.
Sorry, Ed. We should know it. My mind is not working. That's all.
It's okay. It's late for Ray right now.
Yeah.
He's getting tired.
Yes. But yes, that'll be good. Looking forward to that, Justin, as well. I just want to pop up on the screen as always. You can catch us, chat to us, write in with your thoughts on email, predpreypod@outlook.com. We're also on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and we're on Discord as well. So
Discord, yes.
say hello. But it should be fun. It should be fun, Justin. I'm looking forward to the. Hang on.
Oh.
What? Oh yeah. Good. Sorry, it's not Cold War. Yes, thank God. Relief. The next episode. Oh, good. I am looking forward to the next episode, Justin. I am. Yes.
Good. Yeah, it's not Cold War.
Good. Oh, Justin, always a pleasure. Always great to chat with you.
Always a pleasure. Yeah, it's always fun, Ray. Yeah.
And as always,
remember, listeners, shit happens.
It happens. Catch you later.
See you, everyone.